This home in Rondebosch is the ultimate chill space for TV personality Michael Mole and family. But when they moved in a few months ago, they discovered severe temperature fluctuations. Bedrooms were too warm to sleep, and entertainment areas were too cold to relax. So the Mole family decided to upgrade with a retrofit.
The advantage of retrofitting your house versus moving is the fact that you've got to look at your transfer costs on selling a house, your agent's fees, your relocation costs. Retrofitting the house, you're adding value to the house. You're putting back into the house with the money that you would have spent moving. If you love your space, stay in your space.
The Upgrade My Home project is an initiative by Saint-Gobain, creating endless possibilities for upgrading a home to make it more efficient and sustainable. With this in mind, Saint-Gobain is using the latest environmentally friendly materials and techniques on the market to ensure that the Mole house will be more comfortable and energy efficient.
If you want to improve your home from an aesthetic, acoustic and thermal point of view, definitely by putting insulation into the walls, ceilings will improve that ambient temperature and make a more comfortable living.
Ceilings are generally used for concealing the underside of the roof structure or the floor of a story above, but a smart contractor will take advantage of this element to create a feature which has huge benefits.
If you want to make your house more comfortable, definitely start with the ceilings. If you have no insulation above that, I would suggest you put a good insulation cover over the ceilings. If the ceilings are in a bad way and they're very old, you probably need to remove them and replace them with new ceiling boards.
Ceilings are often the last part of a room one would notice in a house, but these days they can play a big role in architectural design and adding to the aesthetics of a space.
They'll feel the most difference in the bedrooms upstairs. That's where we've done most of the work. The ceilings have been entirely replaced, and obviously all the bedrooms have had dry lining put inside, so the thermal properties will definitely be increased, whether it's hot or cold, winter or summer.
One of the main areas of concern in the Mole house was the kitchen. A large concrete ceiling meant it really was the stone-cold heart of the house. The family resorted to using the oven as a heater and wore jackets to keep warm.
All right, so in this space being the kitchen, the Mole's happy place where they entertain guests, family and friends, we decided on our first visit here that this was the coldest room in the house. We've decided to drop a grid system into the ceiling, which would create a void. On all houses in South Africa with a concrete slab, you lose a minimum of 35% of your heat transfer through that slab, which is not good for a house in the winter situation.
The retrofit is relatively mess-free and has the advantage that owners can still occupy the house during the renovation. It's a quick process which starts with a grid track system which is fixed to the ceiling or roof trusses.
With the ceilings we drop a grid. It's made of galvanized mild steel. We lay a 135mm thermal insulation blanket which lies tightly on top of the ceiling, preventing obviously heat loss and heat gain through the ceiling space.
And installing clever lighting in the ceiling will create a mood for entertaining, studying or relaxing.
I think the Moles actually wanted more lighting in the kitchen. It's very dark. The bulkhead which we dropped was more of an aesthetic architectural design to create a feature over the island. And obviously with a light trough around the perimeter, it creates a nice ambient light.
So in this room being the Mole's main bedroom, their principal complaint was that in the winter it was very cold in here, in the summer very hot. We've gone with a nice grid system onto the ceiling. We've removed the old ceiling, we've dropped a grid down. We've installed a 9.5 plasterboard ceiling into the void, and on top of that a 135mm Aerolite product which is non-combustible, and it gives you nice warmth in the winter and keeps the heat out in the summer.
Replacing the old bedroom windows with new modern PG glass technology will also ensure that the room temperature remains constant. So the Mole household is well on its way to being a more thermally acceptable and comfortable home. And there's an additional benefit.
So the advantages would be a reduction in your energy bills due to the fact that these products contribute towards regulated environments, therefore limiting your heating and your cooling costs.
Stay tuned as next week we show how the walls of this home are upgraded to become acoustically friendly and improve air quality. Watch as the upgrade unfolds.